see you there. I'm Average Vicky, and you're watching the Aplac Show. Today we have a special guest, so let's see who it is. Well, it looks like today our special guest is Georgia Douglas Johnson. Let's see what she's up to.
Did I ask for your service? The garbage is already taken out.
Out of space, kid, cut like introduce.
Well, she seems a little busy, so we'll see her later on in the show. Well, this concludes this segment right now. I am Average Victoria, and you're watching the Aplac channel.
When you don't know anything about the Harlem Renaissance, you get angry. When you get angry, you yell at your parents. When you yell at your parents, you get kicked out your house. When you get kicked out your house, you live on the street with only your pillow pet to keep you company. Don't let your only friend be your pillow pet. Learn more about the Harlem Renaissance after this.
And now, your host, Sophia.
Hello, welcome to the Aplac Show. I'm your host, Sophia, and we'd like to welcome our guest, Georgia Douglas Johnson. Georgia!
Hello.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you today? I'm so honored to have such an inspirational and inspiring woman that was an important figure in the Harlem Renaissance on the Aplac Show. Okay, let's get into some more personal questions. Where were you born?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
And what were the nationality of your parents?
My mom, she was Native American and African American, and my dad, he was African American and English.
And what were your favorite subjects in school?
I excelled in reading, citations, and PE.
So what college did you attend?
I attended Atlanta University in 1896, and after that I became a teacher where my two younger sons attended. And I really loved teaching because it allowed me to help little kids find their reading and writing and comprehensive skills, and that really it made me feel good when they were able to flourish and become young and fine adults.
Wow. So let's transition back into the topic of your parents. From what I understand, your father was half black and half white. How did that affect your school and social life as a young child?
Yes, well, like my poem, The Old Black Men, my father, he tried to surpass the racial and the discriminating world, but that did not happen.
I especially saw the sad tone you had in the line Old Black Men, where it said they learned to live it down as though they did not care. How did that, what brought those words to your mind? What came to mind when you wrote these words?
Well, these young black men, they have these hopes, these dreams that they want to accomplish in their life. But as they get into the world and they figure out what reality really is, their hopes and dreams become diminished.
That was very truly inspiring. Thank you for sharing. After this commercial break, we'll see Georgia Douglas's childhood home, and we'll be talking about her first published poem, The Heart of a Woman.
Hey, psst, hey you. Where was Georgia Douglas Johnson born?
Oh no, where was Georgia Douglas Johnson born? If you tell her the wrong one, then she won't like you, and then you won't be popular, and then you'll live alone with your 20 cats. Remember.
She was born in Seattle.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, you, Jennifer.
My name's Pauline.
Yeah, whatever, Margaret. You made me write down the wrong answer and I got an F on my history exam. Now, for as long as you live, you will be unpopular.
Oh! Is this you? Are you unaware of the facts about Georgia Douglas Johnson? Do you not know her significance of the Harlem Renaissance? Are you unpopular because you do not know these things? Then stop what you are doing and look up poetsfoundation.org. Please don't end up like this loser.
Mother, widow, writer, women's activist, and voice for the Black community, Georgia Douglas Johnson took us back to her childhood home in Atlanta, Georgia, to show us where her literary works were inspired from.
So please talk to me about the heart of a woman.
Well, it's really about how women are caged in these social norms nowadays, and they really can't freely express themselves, and their heart is trapped in this cage, and they don't have the same rights as other people.
How did you become such a powerful example for women?
Well, when my husband died, I was left to raise my 2 younger children alone. So I had to really become an independent woman and to become the man of the house, essentially. And so I learned not to be encaged in those social norms of being a woman and to become my free, independent woman.
So please talk to me about your childhood home, your experiences, your inspiration.
This is where I was inspired to write most of my poems. I would sit on that window shield right there. Every night and morning I would write my poems and just express my thoughts with words.
So please talk to me about your halfway houses. What inspired them?
Well, I really believe that people should gain a second chance, and this was the perfect opportunity for people who don't have second chances in their life, and so they can come here and they're able to gain a second chance.
Oh,
Up
hi
next.
There. Are you here for my segment? Well, come on in.
My biggest dream would come true if I could travel the whole world.
That seems like my little dream if you ask me, but I could see why it seems like a big dream to you since you can't really afford the trip.
Hey, Victoria, you're turning into Georgia Douglas Johnson when you get mad. Better?
Better.
You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers.
Oh, hi there. Are you here for my segment? Well, come on in. I'm Average Vicky, and today we're going to learn how to do some dance moves from the Harlem Renaissance, and our teacher is Gupta.
Lee?
Okay, so come on, follow me while we do some of these dance moves that she's gonna teach us.
Hello, me Gurra. First, we stretch. Get off your phone and we stretch. DJ, hit it. We will learn lesson 2, the dance. So you gonna go like this, 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 this. Now your turn. 5, 6, 7.
Gupta, hey, are the Warriors your favorite team?
What are the Warriors? Are they an animal?
You know, Gupta, I'm gonna show you a dance.
Walked in this party, these girls looking at me. Skinny jeans on, you know my head now. Hey, okay. I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, chop, hit the phone, don't stop, hey, don't stop, hey.
Well, this concludes this segment of Average Vicky of dancing during the jazz age. See you next time.
Are we on? Hi, welcome back. That was such a great segment. Great job. So thank you for coming on the show. We're just so grateful for you and what you've done for the Harlem Renaissance. You've embodied the women's rights and women's power. You were so inspirational when you created the halfway houses, and you just were the powerful voice for those African Americans during this era who were too scared and too fearful and who couldn't raise their voices. We're so grateful for what you've done, and we hope that generations after you remember you and are just grateful for what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you.
copy of Bronze, a book of verses written by the lovely Georgia Douglas Johnson. See you guys next time on the Aplac channel.
Hit it, DJ!
I can't really see. Oh, you can't. Oh!